NewsX Auto. My name is Syed Shiraz Shah, and in this video I will tell you about the vibrations at cruising speeds. I wish it had a tachometer, so I would have told you the RPM at those speeds as well, but since it doesn't have one, I will be telling you only about the vibrations at the cruising speeds. So let's take it. We'll start from 60. Alright, so 60 kilometers per hour, absolutely zero vibrations. Let's take it up to 70. 70, same story, zero vibrations. 80, a faint buzz in the foot pegs, and that too is noticeable because I'm concentrating. I'm trying to focus on, each and every bit of it, in the sense I'm consciously thinking about them. Okay, and I'm trying to focus on any trace of vibrations in the handlebar, seat, tank, foot pegs. So almost zero, in fact totally zero vibrations everywhere, and there is a faint buzz, 0.1% in the foot pegs. You would not notice it. Let's take it up to 90. Okay, at 90, that faint buzz in the foot pegs is still a buzz, but it's not so faint anymore, but it still does not qualify as vibrations. Okay, it's still a faint buzz, and there is again a faint buzz in the handlebar right now. Okay, again a faint buzz. Let's take it to 100. I've pulled the throttle to its max. Okay, now I'm taking it a bit back because it will cross 100. Okay, at 100, that faint buzz in the handlebar has intensified just by what, 0.2, 0.3% or 0.5% in the pegs. Now you can say that whatever you are feeling can still not be classified as vibrations. You can say something between a buzz and full-fledged vibration. So can you maintain this all day? As far as the vibes are concerned, or the buzz is concerned, no problem at all. In fact, I'll tell you what, while commuting on the expressway, I constantly maintain 80 to 105, 110 without any issues, and that involves filtering as well. So yes, in this video I can tell you about the stability as well, and let me see if I can show you some kind of filtering. So right now the throttle, I've wound the throttle to its max. Let me first tell you about the vibrations. Now at what? This is, dude, So Right now I've crossed 110. Even at 110, okay, honestly, the buzz in the foot pegs can still not be called full-fledged vibrations. Alright. On second thoughts, well, in foot pegs, yeah, you can call them vibrations, but they are not strong enough to be bothersome. I mean, I can, keep the throttle like this absolutely to its top all day and not get tired of it. I wish the top speed was more on this motorcycle, but right now we're talking about cruising, okay, or touring, and if at all the vibrations come in the way. Now post 100 kilometers per hour, like right now we are, I think, somewhere around 105, 107 kilometers per hour on the speedo. There is a buzz in the seat. Okay, you can refer to the buzz in the foot pegs and in the seat. Now at near close to 110 kilometers per hour as vibrations. However, they are not bothersome, so you would not feel compelled to back off. You can do this all day. And now if I bring it back to 100, at 100, again a faint, okay, not so faint, but then yeah, not full-fledged vibrations. There is a buzz in the tank, there is a buzz, okay, and you can feel that in the seat, in the foot pegs. Yes, at 100 you can call them vibrations, but at the cost of repetition they are not bothersome. So the crux is, if you want to tour on this motorcycle, okay, 80, 90, 100, 80, 90, 100 can be maintained all day. Okay, for perspective, this is a lot better than the TVS Ronin. Yes, that's a 225cc motorcycle, right? And that shakes your bones off, okay, after 80 kilometers per hour. So that's a fantastic city bike, but that's an absolutely rubbish highway motorcycle, because the vibrations are terrible on that one post 70-75, and this one almost zero vibrations up to 80 to 100, a faint buzz, post 100 some vibrations but still not bothersome. So yeah, this, you can tour on this a lot better than on the Ronin. Like I said, for highways, Ronin is a crap motorcycle. In fact, even on the 350 Royal Enfields, okay, you would be maintaining similar speeds, and here a 175cc is allowing you to do that. And definitely a better motorcycle in the city, okay, than all Royal Enfields. And I would say that yes, it is, thanks to its weight, it is so nimble. I would say that for city use as well, it is as good as the Ronin or even better. The Ronin definitely has better tractability, okay, that I can tell you. I have mentioned it in its review and in its tractability video as well. But then, given a choice, this is a better motorcycle. Yes. So come on, you want one motorcycle for city and that can take you to places that you can tour on. You want that kind of a motorcycle, right? This is a better motorcycle than the TVS Ronin, and I would say that for first time buyers or people returning to motorcycling, alright, do not get the Ronin, do not get the Hunter, get this. So easy to ride. It is a nice motorcycle, and this video is actually a tight slap on Shumi's face. I think he was he was absolutely negative in his video, perhaps because Kawasaki did not invite him to those dual sport / off-road motorcycles media ride, first media ride. Okay, I think they didn't invite me either, but then I'm absolutely okay with that. I mean, why do we have to feel so entitled that every manufacturer has to invite us? So Kawasaki perhaps did not invite him for the KLX media ride, and that is why he just thought it would be a good idea to bash the W175. Triumph UK banned him, and he had taken out his angst on the Triumph Speed 400. Come on, man, don't be so petty. Anyway, so there you have it. This is a nice motorcycle. In fact, totally opposite of what Mr. Murmur claims. And of course, I'll be telling you a lot more in its review video. And that's the long and short of it, guys. I hope you liked the video. Do hit that like button. Do subscribe if you haven't already. And did I ask you to hit that like button and leave a comment? If I didn't, let me say it again. Let me say it right now. If I've said it, I'll say it again. If I haven't, now is the time. So do hit that like button, do leave a comment, and I shall see you soon in the next one. Thank you so much for watching.